Jimin's cafe was filled with hateful posts and edits. Jungkook's reaction moved the army. Broken heart, pleading face. Shocking news comes from Seoul, when a Jimin-themed cafe, usually filled with love and support from the army, suddenly turns into a sad place. The cafe, which has always been known as a place for fans to gather to celebrate Jimin's birthday or achievement, suddenly went viral because someone left a note full of hate and malicious edits that attacked the idol personally. Photos of the incident spread quickly on social media, leaving soldiers around the world angry as well as injured. But the most touching of all was Jungkook's reaction, which brought many to tears, according to reports from cafe visitors. The incident occurred in the afternoon when some people came and pasted notes and negatively edited photos on the walls that are usually used for messages of support. The note contains hurtful words that accuse Jimin of baseless things, trying to bring down his reputation as a gentle and inspiring figure. In a matter of hours, the cafe staff immediately cleaned everything up, but the photos have already spread widely on the internet. The army intervened. Thousands of messages of support flooded the hashtags #ProtectJimin and #WeLoveYouJimin, filling Twitter, Weverse, and TikTok. Many fans wrote that Jimin did not deserve such hatred, considering that he has always been one of the members who cares the most about his fans and colleagues. But in the midst of the crowd and the anger of fans, Jungkook's name suddenly appeared, and his reaction actually made the atmosphere change from sadness to deep sadness. Hours after the news went viral, Jungkook appeared secretly on Weverse. He didn't write long, just uploaded a simple photo, a cup of coffee on the table, with a small piece of paper written by hand. For Jimin Hyun, the world is not always soft, but you make it more beautiful. No hashtags, no additional words. That's it. But in less than an hour, the post was inundated with millions of comments from ARMY crying and thanking them for the small but meaningful act. A little later, a fan who worked in the same cafe shared their personal story in the online community. They say that night, after a hateful incident, someone came wearing a black hat and mask. The person looks tall, dresses modestly, and asks permission to stick a piece of paper on the message board. Without saying much, he simply said, "I want to write something better in this place." The staff did not immediately realize who it was until they saw the inscription on the paper, "Thank you for loving her sincerely." The writing is very similar to Jungkook's handwriting style that many fans recognized. A few hours after the incident, the cafe was again filled with flowers, letters, and gifts from the army who came to show their support for Jimin. They covered every corner of the previously hate-filled board with positive messages, poems, and photos of Jimin smiling. Among all that, Jungkook's small writing took center stage. Many said that the act was simple, but full of love, like the way Jungkook always showed his support for Jimin without the need for superfluous words. The Korean media immediately covered the incident. Articles with titles like "Jungkook's silent gesture speaks volumes for Jimin" or "BTS unity shines amid hate" dominate the entertainment pages. Even international outlets like Rolling Stone Korea and Billboard Asia highlighted how strong the bond was between the two, not just as group mates, but also as a protective family. ARMY around the world agreed that Jungkook's actions were a true symbol of solidarity. They made a compilation video of Jimin and Jungkook's moments together from trainee days to now, highlighting how the two always support each other in any situation. One of the most shared comments wrote, "Hate can appear anywhere, but their love is stronger than all." Meanwhile, Jimin himself ended up writing a message on Weverse a few days later. He wrote, "I'm fine. I know you love me, and I love you too. The world may not always be friendly, but as long as we trust each other, I'm not afraid." The line was accompanied by a purple heart emoji, the eternal symbol of love between BTS and ARMY. Interestingly, some fans noticed that after Jimin's post, Jungkook made a short comment on the post, "Always shining, young." The comment became one of the most liked in the history of Weverse, proving how much of an emotional impact everyone felt. This story is not only about hate turning into love, but also about how the support of someone who is sincere can heal deep wounds. Jimin and Jungkook once again showed that they are not just world stars, they are people with big hearts, who support each other in the midst of a storm. We can't stop hate, but we can fight it with equal love. And in the midst of it all, Jungkook's name continues to be referred to as a figure who secretly guards, protects, and loves in his own way a sincerity that will always be remembered in the history of BTS. After the hate incident at Jimin's cafe went viral, attention was drawn not only to ARMY and Jungkook's reaction, but also to HYBE and the rest of BTS. According to internal sources, HYBE's management was initially shocked and anxious upon learning of the news. They immediately secured the location, called the cafe staff, and made sure that all hateful notes were removed quickly. However, what impressed many people was how they handled the situation without making Jimin feel pressured. Bang Si-hyuk himself, the CEO of HYBE, reportedly called Jimin directly. He stressed that the safety and comfort of the artist is a priority, as well as providing moral reinforcement that what is happening is not a reflection of the public's view as a whole. In the short call, Jimin had a light laugh despite the heavy atmosphere, showing an extraordinary calmness that made Bang Si-hyuk feel proud. Meanwhile, other BTS members also reacted in their own ways. RM immediately contacted Jimin via private message, asking how he was doing and making sure Hyungnya was not too burdened. Suga sends out some handwritten motivational notes, while Jin and V upload cute photos of the two of them, as if to make Jimin smile in the midst of the pressure he feels. All of these actions make ARMY even more convinced that the friendship and bond within BTS is truly strong and sincere. What warms the heart the most is Jungkook's tacit support. After a simple post on Weverse a few hours earlier, he kept a close eye on fan response and made sure Jimin saw support from the ARMY. In fact, a source from HYBE mentioned that Jungkook had arranged for some gifts and flowers from fans to be sent directly to the cafe, enveloping the previously hateful board with love and positive energy. On the social media side, ARMY created the hashtags #StandWithJimin and #JungkookLoveForever, which immediately dominated global trending. A compilation video of Jimin and Jungkook's moments together replayed, from trainee to present, highlights how Jungkook has always been there for Jimin in the form of support, both real and tacit. Many fans revealed that this moment made them cry a lot because seeing how much both take care of each other with love. Not stopping there, international media began to highlight this story. Articles in Billboard, Rolling Stone Korea, and NME emphasize that this incident is not just about online hate, but also about the sincerity of friendship and professionalism in the harsh world of entertainment. All outlets highlighted Jungkook's calming moment and how ARMY and other BTS members helped strengthen Jimin. Jimin himself finally returned all that attention with a warm and touching post. He wrote, "Thank you to everyone who has always supported me. I feel loved and not alone. The world may be harsh at times, but as long as we take care of each other, everything will be fine." The post was immediately met with comments from fans and BTS members, including Jungkook, who wrote, "Always shining, young." This action sends a clear message. In the midst of any adversity, they stick together and protect each other.